afternoon, and welcome to Northwest Missouri State University's Bearcat Arena and the commencement exercises for Spring 2013. I'm Amanda Pettifish-Schrag, Associate Professor of Theater in the Department of Fine and Performing Arts. The candidates for graduation will enter the arena soon, but I first would like to introduce you to our musicians. You have been listening to the Bell Tower Brass Quintet with Dr. William Richardson and Ms. Amanda Sutton on trumpet, Ms. Allison Hilden on trombone, Dr. Elizabeth Dunning on horn, and Mr. Jerry Elwood on tuba. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bell Tower Brass Quintet. Please allow me to make a couple of announcements before the ceremony begins. Out of respect for our graduates, we ask that you please silence all cell phones. For the candidates to safely proceed to and exit from the stage, we ask that you not take photographs in the area in front of the stage. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Please stand for the presentation of flags. Members of the Northwest ROTC present today's Honor Guard. Please remain standing for the entrance of the platform party. The platform party is led by Grand Marshal Dr. Richard Fulton, Professor of Political Science in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. The Northwest banner is being carried by the Student Senate President, Riley Zemer. Northwest Missouri State University proudly presents the candidates for degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. The College of Arts and Sciences includes the following academic departments: English and Modern Languages, Fine and Performing Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Mathematics, Computer Science and Information Systems, and Natural Sciences. Graduates are escorted by Honor Banner Carrier Jonathan Eric Simmons. Please welcome the candidates for degrees from the College of Education and Human Services. The College of Education and Human Services includes the following academic departments: Behavioral Sciences, Health and Human Services, and Professional Education. Graduates are escorted by Honor Banner Carrier Kendra Quick. Please welcome the faculty of Northwest Missouri State University. Assisting our faculty is Dr. Cheryl Malm, Associate Professor of Mathematics and Statistics in the Department of Mathematics, Computer Science, and Information Systems. Please stand, face the flag on the stage, and join in singing our national anthem led by Mr. Stephen Sheffey. Stephen will receive his Bachelor of Science in Computer Science.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Stephen, awesome job.
Please be seated. Now, please welcome the President of Northwest Missouri State University, Dr. John Jasinski.
Good afternoon, Bearcats. Yeah, it's a celebratory afternoon. Hey, quick shout out for Stephen Sheffey. Great job, Stephen. What an honor it is to welcome all of you to Northwest's Spring Commencement exercises. Every day is a great day to be a Bearcat, but especially today for all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Huh? All right, come on. Bottom line is your perseverance and success at achieving something so few actually accomplish is really an incredible task, and we appreciate you as Bearcats. But you know, in fact, less than 1/3 of our U.S. population holds bachelor degrees or above. And I am pleased to say that you and you and you and all of you really have worked so hard to achieve this and to join this select group of college graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, today you are celebrating a very, very special occasion, and it's something for which you should be very, very proud. I offer Bearcat greetings to our graduates' family and friends, Northwest's faculty and staff, our platform guests, our commencement speaker, the distinguished Dr. Stuart Brand from over the pond in Birmingham, England, and also Dr. Brand's colleagues, Paul Chapman and Luke Millard, who are seated over here. Luke and Paul, will you stand up and be recognized, and so we can say hi from... There you go. All right. And we welcome also those watching on a live web stream. Northwest graduates, we have an all-time record of participants in our 2 commencement ceremonies today. We have a total of 708 candidates receiving degrees in the spring 2013 class. Out throughout the nation, they talk about college completion, and it's an issue across the country. I tell you what, we don't talk college completion, we do college completion successfully at Northwest Missouri State. Thank you, thank you. We teach Bearcats to ensure you lead with integrity, to treat others with respect, have sound reasoning, and provide facts as you address and solve issues and problems of all types. Northwest's role is to provide you with a high-quality education and engage vigorously in your success. Your role is to continue to engage in your learning environment, take advantage of your opportunities, and prepare to better the communities in which you will work, live, and play. Of our 708 candidates, please know that we have about 405 female and 302 male. You range in age from 19 to 58. The top 3 undergraduate majors in the spring class of 2013 include business management, elementary education, and psychology. The top graduate degree in the spring class of 2013 is applied computer science. There are 549 undergraduate degree candidates, 153 graduate degree candidates, and 6 specialists in education degree candidates. We also represent 6 different countries as well. At this time, I invite you to take a few moments as you view a short video to reflect on your time at Northwest and cherish your own personal journey as part of the Northwest family.
Northwest, it means a lot to me, and most of all, I think it's pride. It's first class here, and I would never have the opportunity to excel or become the geologist that I am today if it wasn't for Northwest.
Northwest has truly become my home away from home. One thing that I've really learned is that Northwest isn't just about your education. This is about really preparing you for the real world.
From the time I visited campus the summer before my senior year of high school, I just fell in love with the campus and what it had to offer, and I feel like the community is very welcoming.
I love walking into Hy-Vee and someone's saying, hey, how'd the track meet go?
Maryville, it's small, but it's perfect. It really does feel like home around here, and I'm gonna be sad to leave it.
Northwest has taught me you never know, the next person you meet could change your life, and I think that's a lot of the people that I've met here. They've definitely changed my life.
My family has really become a part of the Northwest community. They drive down for every football game, so I really enjoyed being able to share that with them.
To me, Northwest means opportunity. It's really the basis of everything that I've been through in this university. They've helped me achieve a lot of things that, go into a bigger school you wouldn't have been able to do. A lot of the stuff is hands-on.
I came here, my uncle dropped me off. He said, all right, you okay? I said, yeah. He said, you got $15 in your pocket? I said, I believe so. He said, all right, have fun, got to get back to St. Louis. And so he left, and I was there in front of Franklin Hall, took my bags up to room 412 and haven't turned back since. And basically, to my family, Northwest is a place that has really, really changed me and made me the best man I could be.
It's going to be hard to leave Maryville. I don't think we all think about that when we think of Maryville, but most of, all of our best memories have been made in Maryville in these past 4 years, and I think it's hard to leave a place that means so much to you.
I knew who I was, and I knew the things that I can do, but I wasn't sure the impact that I could have on lives or anyone else until I came to Northwest, and I wasn't sure that so many good people could be in one place at one time and impact your life so much. I came here an actor, and I'm leaving a teacher.
I'd like to thank Darren Whitley and his team for putting that video together. Good job, Darren. Appreciate it. Graduates, I hope you'll agree this video is an important reflection of what it means to be a Bearcat. My wish is that your affection toward Northwest remains steadfast as you navigate life's path. No matter the road you traveled, I encourage you to celebrate the past, but be future-focused. It no doubt will take perseverance, collaboration, citizenship, and hard work, all the elements we value here at Northwest Missouri State University. We can reflect on the tragedies and heartaches we have endured, most recently the horrific bombings in Boston, but I implore you to use your education and keep learning, keep growing, go out and be part of the solution. Stay positive. Do not let the bad drown out the good. Focus forward by helping others, help your communities, and really by being servant leaders. Before I call Dr. Stuart Brand to the podium to provide you the 2013 Spring Commencement Address, please allow me to recognize a few special graduates. Seated among you are several very special graduates who wear cords of intertwined red, white, and blue satin, signifying they are veterans. I ask all of our veterans graduating and those in the crowd to please stand and be given the recognition you deserve for your extraordinary dedication and service to our country. And for that matter, members of our law enforcement community serve a very, very special role too. The University Police Department, led by Chief Clarence Green, is critical to our success and your success. Please help me recognize members of the UPD and their colleagues from throughout the region who work to keep us all safe. A few are in the back, I know, and a couple are on the sides here. Mike, thank you. George. I would be remiss to not call out Miss Betty Titus. Betty, where are you seated? Where are you at? There she is. Betty's a Northwest employee who sits among you today as a fellow graduates. Betty, congratulations. Bearcat graduating class of 2013, this ceremony is called a commencement because we celebrate not only a chapter in your life that will culminate today, but also what is to begin today and what you will accomplish in the years ahead. Please help me recognize your families and loved ones who are here and who are back home, who have helped you to get to this culminating college celebration. Thank you, families. In class of 2013, how about our faculty and staff? The stories I hear and see of mentorship, of friendship, of challenging and coaching, of keeping you accountable and helping you grow, those stories are awe-inspiring. In fact, I wish I could bottle those up, take video of all those, and be able to show everyone the transformative power of higher education, because there are some that really don't understand that, and I wish they could see those relationships really right in front of them. So to our faculty and staff, thank you for all of your efforts. And finally, behind me are members of our Board of Regents, the Northwest Leadership Team, Dean's Council, faculty, and Student Senate presidents, our registrar, as well as our state representative, Mike Thompson. Mike is a Northwest alum, a champion for education. We also have Lieutenant Colonel Shay Howard with us, who will be coming to the stage a little later in the ceremony. Please help me thank all these people for what they do to facilitate student success. Thank you, guys. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker. Dr. Stuart Brand is the Director of Learning Experience from Birmingham City University in the United Kingdom. BCU is one of Northwest's treasured partners, and we have learned a great deal from each other since 2010, when Dr. Brand and two of his colleagues from BCU visited Northwest to gain insight about our student employment program and also observe student workers firsthand. The two universities continue to collaborate on student employment models and research ways to engage students in the learning enterprise. Dr. Brand's 3 decades of service in higher education are marked by his personal values: caring, trust, collaboration, integrity, and a focus on what is best for students. He possesses 23 years of experience in human health studies. He earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Manchester in 1976 and attained his doctorate from the University of Leicester in 1979, both located in the UK. I am pleased to tell you today that in October of this past year, he was conferred into the National Teaching Fellowship by the Higher Education Academy, one of the highest honors in the UK higher education community. You're in for a treat. Dr. Brand gave a great address this morning, and he said this one would be even better, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, help me offer a warm Bearcat greeting to Dr. Stuart Brand.
No pressure there, then. Thank you, John, for those kind words of introduction. I'm not sure I recognize myself in all of that, but we'll do our best. I took some advice before I came here about what I should say on an occasion like this to a group of graduates. And the answers came back very clearly, and there were 2. The first was, be as short as possible because they don't want to listen to you for too long. And the second was, it doesn't matter what the hell you say because they'll just be listening to the English accent. Well, we'll see. I'd like to thank you for making me feel welcome. When you were walking in, they were playing some music from Edward Elgar, who happened to have been born 5 miles from where I live, just outside Birmingham in the UK, so that's great. I feel incredibly lucky to be here. This isn't just any old commencement ceremony, but it's a commencement ceremony in a very special place. We've learned that this is a very special place since we from Birmingham became involved in collaboration here. Now in the UK, we call these ceremonies graduations, but I much prefer your term. The sense of beginning is important. This is not an end at all. It's just a hugely significant milepost for you, and I'm immensely proud to have the chance to share it with you. We think that this idea of calling such things commencement should be exported to the UK. Several other American ideas have been exported to the UK, some of them perhaps a bit less welcome than that one. For example, you replace the letter S with Z in all sorts of words, and then you make it more complicated still by calling it Z instead. we gained the idea of school proms from you too. And all over the UK, there are parents of secondary school children filled with horror at the thought that they're about to have to hire an enormous limousine to drive their daughters 200 yards down the road to an end of school celebration. And worst of all, you exported Halloween. When I was growing up, nobody in the UK had really heard of Halloween. Now, every October 31, you have to bolt your door to stop people demanding money with menaces from you. We're going to have our revenge, though. We've already exported to you David Beckham, One Direction, and now this week I hear you're going to have plenty of traffic roundabouts. This is good. You see, in the UK, traffic roundabouts have been breeding for some time. In some of our cities, you can't drive more than 100 yards without suddenly being sent spinning round in circles. And they appear at night, and every time you go to work, a new one is there. So in the spirit of conservation, you should offer a home to these things, and we'll send them over here. Now, joking aside, we do really aspire to reproducing something very important from this part of America, and that is the fried dill pickle. When we first came to Maryville, we were exposed to the fried dill pickle early in our visit. It is a magnificent thing, and they've never heard of it in England. Since finding it here in 2010, I've been looking elsewhere for it, and last year, in October, I found myself on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan in New York City, and I was with a colleague, and we went into a bar for some lunch, and lo and behold, there were fried dill pickles. Well, I have to tell you, New York City fried dill pickles are not a touch on Maryville ones. There's something serious that we should import into the UK from here, because there's something that you're better at than we are, and that is celebrating achievement. In Britain, we're a bit reticent about these things. As some of you will know, of course, this is my second commencement ceremony of the day, and I have to say, this morning was just a hugely positive experience, and I'm sure this afternoon is going to be too. So I welcome the fact that you're so good at celebrating achievement here. And I'm keen to reiterate that I feel so lucky to be here today. I myself was a human physiology graduate in 1976, a research scientist for 11 years in both Oxford and Leicester, and then, at the age of 32, I became a teacher in higher education in Birmingham. And that was quite simply the best move I ever made. I didn't know it at the time, but I'd taken on the best job in the world, working with enthusiastic young people and helping them to draw out their talents. You see, the role of a teacher isn't just to tell people what they, the teacher, know, but rather it's to draw out the best in those students. I worked for 20 years in a faculty of health, and then I got the chance to run and influence learning and teaching development across our university. At that time, I wasn't convinced it was the right move either. But wow, what a change. Since 2007, when I took on that role, I have been in the happiest time in my career, and all that happened to me when I was past the age of 50. So be aware, some of the best things that are happening to you may not happen instantly. In the summer of 2009, I met the former president of this university at a conference in Liverpool, England, and I was introduced by a member of our higher education academy who told me that Northwest Missouri State was a very, very interesting place. Why? Because it's special. Because of the work that goes on here in student employment. That former president of this university invited me to Maryville, but before I could get here, he had indeed retired. And I then visited with colleagues, as John Jasinski has already mentioned, in January of 2010. Now, that was a really interesting experience. We arrived one cold January evening in Kansas City Airport in fog so thick that you couldn't see the parking lot, and with 4 feet of snow either side of the road. My friend and colleague, Luke Millard, who's here today, had arranged for a limousine, obviously no school proms that night, to bring us to Maryville. The limousine turned up. It was the biggest car I'd ever seen. We climbed in, and the lady who was driving it said, "Do you know the way to Maryville?" Well, we used our compasses and navigation with the stars and things like that, and eventually we arrived here a couple of hours later. We were staying at the Holiday Inn Hotel on the edge of town, and she eventually found a way through the snow mountains into the car park. We went and checked in, and the man on reception said, "If you'd like something to eat, I suggest you go over there to Applebee's." That's fine. Over there to Applebee's actually meant over a 20-foot wall of snow. We're intrepid people. We climbed over that snow. We were slightly alarmed because as we climbed over the snow, we looked behind us, and there, in the car park of the Holiday Inn Hotel, was a man with a crossbow slung over his shoulder. We wondered whether it was his job to deal with British invaders. After that, things got better. The next morning, that evening in Applebee's, the person waiting on our table emerged to be a student from this university. And that's one thing we learned. Wherever you go in Maryville, the people who you meet are students from this university and are only too keen to tell you how great it is here. Well, from the next morning, we were picked up, we visited here, and everything we did here was about the warmness of the welcome. It was about the fact that everybody we met was prepared to give testimony to the sense of community in this place. And it was about how it was important to welcome us. There's one other thing everybody we met said, which was, "You must be the British." We were here to look at student employment, and that was a matter for which this university was very well known in the UK. The Funding Council for Higher Education in England had made a study of this university. And what we learnt as we looked at that student employment was, of course, what many of you know, that services and functions and processes in this university often have students woven into them. Students appear at the forefront of those processes, providing different perspectives, real insights, and are really part of what Northwest is as a place. And each time that I've been back since, and this is my 5th visit, one of the things I've said is that because you're so immersed in what is Northwest here, you may not realize that you're in the midst of something very special. In the UK, the ideas about student employment on campus, student peer support, being whatever the Birmingham equivalent of a Bearcat is, are still very new. We need more of that stuff. We're working on it. We have made a start. We currently employ nearly 1,000 of our own students on campus. Only yesterday, I had the great good fortune to meet a group of 10 students here working in various forms of peer mentoring. They were mature, insightful, talented, generous, and committed people. One of them is graduating this afternoon. I'm not sure whether I was supposed to do name checks, but what the hell, we'll do it anyway. I threatened him with this, So here goes. Jacob Mercer, it was great meeting you yesterday, and congratulations to you. So, visiting Northwest is a great experience, but it can have unforeseen consequences. Once, when we left here, we were traveling on to San Francisco to meet a colleague there. We flew from Kansas City up to Minneapolis-St. Paul, where we had to change planes, and we had a stopover there of about 3 hours. So we settled down with a coffee, got our laptops out, and started doing some work, quietly in the corner. I was engrossed in the task at hand, and should add that I was proudly wearing the Bearcat sweatshirt that I'd purchased the day before. Suddenly there was a loud scream, and a woman came rushing towards me screaming, "Oh my God, a fellow Bearcat." She rushed up to me and gave me a big hug. Now, I have to say that I've hung around for hours in airports all around the UK and Europe, and nobody's ever done anything like that to me before. Incidentally, I told the poor deluded lady that I was merely a visiting Bearcat. I'm not sure whether that was assuming too much, but maybe speaking here today confirms that I'm at least moving towards being an adjunct Bearcat. Now for the serious bit. So what does it mean to you today? Well, it is a beginning, and you're absolutely privileged to have studied in a very special place, and you're now starting on the next crucial phase of your lives. Do I have advice? Yes. It's relatively brief, but it's in 4 parts. Firstly, remember that the world is a changing place. My generation expected a job for life after graduation and a single-track career. Right now in the UK, the average graduate can expect 6 different career roles. So, most of you will change jobs, perhaps change direction, adjust to new roles, and travel more. This is to be celebrated. Please, please use a wide perspective and do not think of yourselves as just destined for one career. Quite simply, do not limit your horizons. The best opportunities will sometimes come along when you least expect them. Make sure you grasp them when they do. Secondly, do not think of yourselves solely in terms of what you know. That's just a tiny part of it. Think rather about all the capacities that you've developed in yourself during your time here at Northwest. Intellectual capacities, social capacities, practical capacities, for example. Life is much more about what you can do, problems you can solve, and how you can think creatively. What you know is only just one contributing factor to that. There are no rules about what you must do just because you have a degree in subject X, Y, or Z. See, I'm learning and said Z instead of Z. Nobody will ever tell you that you cannot change things, make bold decisions, and build upon all your experiences. Think outside the box. If nobody ever told you you couldn't do these things, go right ahead and do them. Thirdly, we're here in a place of education. Education is absolutely about people. It's not about buildings or computers, important though those things are. It's about people. Each and every one of you will have forged relationships here, been inspired by excellent faculty, supported by staff and by your fellow students. My advice is that you should take time to recall that support, those relationships, and use them as a model for how you would want to do unto others. Fourthly, and finally, roots. We all have them. Of course you should live expansively and have great experiences, but never ever forget those roots. Loved ones will have supported you through your studies, shared your anxieties, and kept you on track sometimes. Roots are important. Trees fall over without them. Never lose them, and as you move on to exciting and fulfilling roles, make brave choices, live life to the full, but always take time to remember those roots. Northwest Missouri State is a part of that, and it's a very special place. I saw a tweet this very morning, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Now, this particular adjunct Bearcat is so taken with Northwest that he'd like to make it clear to you that any Bearcat is welcome in Birmingham, England at any time, and indeed that I'm planning very soon to offer an internship in the UK to work in student engagement in Birmingham City University for a Bearcat. Why am I going to do that? Because I'm proud to be associated with this place, and you should be too. You should enjoy today. You should enjoy today, and you should celebrate wildly. I just want to thank you for having me here to be part of it. Good luck to each and every one of you. And as one of your students requested on Twitter yesterday, there are going to be points for Northwest Missouri State if I'm prepared to close today by saying, may the 4th be with you.
Dr. Brand, get on Twitter and follow him. It's a great deal. But obviously, he's a Bearcat. What do you think? Should we make him a Bearcat? Yeah. He did say celebrate wildly, you know, within reason. But I think we need to celebrate Dr. Brand. And I tell you what, I'm honored because the Board of Regents yesterday at the board meeting allowed Northwest Missouri State University to bestow the honorary degree of Doctor of Pedagogy on you, Dr. Brand. Please stand. Yeah, okay. What it says on that proclamation is Dr. Brand's a great guy, but it also says he has enduring commitment to student success, stellar leadership, unwavering dedication to higher education, and especially to student success. And creating an internship for Northwest Missouri State, we already have applications for that, Stuart, so, but congratulations on the honorary degree from Northwest. He is a Bearcat. Candidates for degrees, will you please help me welcome the 2012-2013 Student Senate President, Mr. Riley Zemer.
Good afternoon, graduates. I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity to speak at your commencement ceremony. What an exciting time this is in your lives. Just reading all the tweets and Facebook posts from my fellow Phi Delta brothers, Blue Key members, student senators, and SOAR leaders, and the countless others that have been tweeting and Facebooking has been very nostalgic and has shown me what this university has meant to all of you. I truly am privileged and honored to be able to address you all. First, I'd like to say congratulations to all of you who have found employment already, those of you who are going to enter graduate school, or those of you who are going to take time off first. I'm a very quote-oriented person, and one of my favorite quotes of all time is from the TV show The Wonder Years. The quote is, "Memory is a way of holding on to the things you love, the things you are, and the things you never want to lose." I'm sure most of you have been thinking about your years spent at Northwest, all of the good memories and the life-learning experiences that have created such a fantastic roller coaster ride. Always remember your Bearcat family as you leave into the next chapter of your life. those close friendships you forged with roommates, organization members, and friends. Some of these relationships have created lifelong bonds that you will always cherish. Being a Bearcat is for life, not just a stopping place. Remember to take time to thank those that have helped you through your college career. Faculty and staff members at Northwest have truly lived up to the university's mission statement of focusing on student success, every student, every day. You may have disagreed with some of your more academically challenging instructors, but the faculty you have interacted with help prepare you for your after-college days. This day is not just giving thanks to those at this university, but also to your family and friends at home. They have supported you financially, emotionally, and in many other ways that may have gone overlooked. When you leave here today, remember to thank those who have helped you throughout your college experience, because this day is also for them. I'm sure most of you agree when I say college was some of the best years of your life, and I hope everyone has made the most of their time here at Northwest. I hope you had the opportunity to be involved with some of our great student organizations on campus, spent time cheering on Bearcat athletics, attending different campus speakers and concerts, and took advantage of the other countless things that Northwest had to offer. This university in the city of Maryville has provided many great entertainment opportunities to you, and also a place you can call home. Take pride in being a Bearcat and the years spent living within the community of Maryville. As you leave as graduates today, remember the quote I said earlier, because being a Bearcat is truly what you love, what you are, and what you never want to lose. For many of you, these have been your very own wonder years in a sense. In finishing, I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Never forget about your alma mater and the countless memories it has created. And always remember, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Thank you.
I am now honored to introduce Northwest Provost and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Doug Dunham.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to recognize those baccalaureate students graduating with honors. Their names appear in your commencement program beside a single, double, or triple asterisk. Students graduating cum laude are wearing white honors cords. They have earned a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74, and their names appear beside a single asterisk. Students graduating magna cum laude are wearing green honors cords. They have earned a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.94, and their names appear beside a double asterisk. Students wearing gold honors cords have earned a grade point average of 3.95 to 4.0. Their names appear in the program beside a triple asterisk, and they will graduate summa cum laude. Honors program graduates are noted with a plus symbol. Would all the degree candidates graduating with honors please stand, and ladies and gentlemen, join me in applauding these outstanding students.
Please welcome the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Charles McAdams.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? President Jasinski, these candidates, upon my recommendation and on the recommendation of the faculty and chairpersons of the Departments of English and Modern Languages, Fine and Performing Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Mathematics, Computer Science and Information Systems, and Natural Sciences, are presented to you for conferral of bachelor's degrees. Will these candidates please come forward?
Jonathan Eric Simmons. Carolyn Ann Sarah. Sky Morgan Pepper. Jessica Marie Mullaroni. Chandra Dawn Shervington. Erin Lois Shanebeck. Lauren Mulder. Kirsty Ann Mulligan. Tyler Scott Gore. Caleb John Delaney. Jesse D. Simmons. Hillary Jean Marie Cole. Stephen Lawrence Sheffy. Amanda Vivian Herzberg. Christine Marie Chinberg. Heather Ashley York. Rachel K. Hicks. Wesley John Harper. Stacy Hardy Burson. Allison Shea Daniel. Kinsey Deanna Dale. Callan C. Cole. Chelsea Nicole Bulin. Amanda K. Flavin. Judith Ann Ganello. Nikki J. Sauter. Nathan C. Barnes. Travis Doty. Chris Hoybor. Marvin Cody Berry. Christopher David Scroggins. Lindsay Marie Stapley. Christopher L. Adkins. Patrick Hallett. Jacob Franklin Mercer. Alvin Edwards IV. Connor Dean Hendricks. Brandon Charles Bove. Daniel Scott Gerhardt. Janice Candace Asel. Brandon John Priest. Alpha Christine Chesney. Allison Mary Burt. Vider Keith Ransom. Tyler Andrew Tommy. Alexander Wayne Bruner. Nathaniel Anson Orr. Stephen Brent Till. Jessica Ray Hoyt. Lauren Nicole Gilliard. Caitlin Brianna Hartman. Ashley Marie Rosano. Beth Broik. Jessica Patterson. Zachary Lee Hafke. Rakesh Linnell Jewel Locke. Cassandra Lee Alejo. Alyssa Dawn Striplin. Mara Norton Wilson. Carly Liberty. Cameron Lachey Martin. Juliana Marie Lowe. Allison Dressler Engelman. Brianna Zerlina Rose Patton. Benjamin Michael Dean. Taylor Jacob Overmiller. Vincent Joseph Polito. Tanner David Marcasello. Nicole Renee Corpella. Matt Gregory Sweeten. Lindsay Rose Mason. Heather Nicole Hare. Tiffany Renee Suzara. Alexandria Marie McKee. Delaney Lee McKenzie. Chelsea Brienne Mung. James Daniel Fluker. Ryan E. Williams. Antonio Lopez. Kristen Andrea Keeley. Emily Kayla Klaus. Brittany Marie Swoboda. Jasmine Shanae Black. Christina Ann Marie Smith. Lauren Kara Totfelt. Ashley Mae Luderman. Karis Therese Dykes. Michael Fitzpatrick McDonald. Rebecca Lynn Metz. Heather Ann Humphrey. Blair Heck. Alyssa Nicole Kramer. Andrea Grace Gehring Stafford. Carl Jamal Stafford. Danielle Lynn Ritter. Heather Marie Sote. Courtney Johanna Gard. Madeline Marie Mongar. Samantha Louise Wood. Brittany Elaine Ebrick. Joshua Daniel Lefebvre. Troy Daniel Anstein. Frank G. Miller. Edward Andrew Dennis Truman Hensley. Marshall Joseph Carlson. Jacob Beard. Douglas Paul Dishman. Caleb Andrew Bredlow. Jeffrey Allen. Cody Houston Duncan. Robert Henry Langenfeld. Michael Christian Holscher. Benjamin Michael Sneed. Tyler William Bright. Jameson Dearborn Hutchins. Anthony James Dice. Daniel Francis Barnes. Cassandra K. Curtis. Julie Diane Middleton. Paige Nicole Schnoes. James Matthew Love. Christopher Sees Kane. Garrett Taylor Hargis. William Matthew Platt. Aaron Christopher Hoeing. Nicole Gale Southern. Mary Jean Vessel. Christopher Allen Eckel. Hillary Ryan Wagner. Mallory L. Heights. Aaron N. Strong. Tyler Robert Ruoff. Nicole Cherie Ruth. Anna Carol White. Jessica Janae Calvin. Sarah Marie Jensen. Danae Monique Love. DeAndre L. Matlock. Megan Nicole Bestie. Brittany Joanne Foster. Rachel Diane Mathis. Laura Ann Beatty. Benjamin Allen Miskell. Grant William Rolfe Chamberlain. Shayla Luann Criddlebaugh. Ashley LaRue Miller. Daniel Joseph Carlson. Christopher Stephen Parker. Rochelle Kristen Martin. Casey Lynn Swinnerton. Darcy Louise Ralston. Delaney Arlene Ralston. Jenny Lee Hawker. Samantha Jordan Chiara. Ryan Lee Atkins. Cole Lee Rozier. Hong Sen Hee. Please welcome the Dean of the College of Education and Human Services, Dr. Joyce Piverell.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Education and Human Services please rise? President Jasinski, these candidates, upon my recommendation and on the recommendation of the faculty and chairpersons of the Departments of Behavioral Sciences, Professional Education, and Health and Human Services, are presented to you for conferral of bachelor's degree. Will the candidates please come forward?
Jessica Deanne Byer. Lindsay Grace Saunders. Ross Martin Davis. Robert J. Stevie. Jamie Lynn Hartman. Kara Renfro. Maggie Kathleen Murphy. Jenna Cecilia Hoynes. Emily K. Withoff. Abby Nicole Flory. Alyssa Naomi Graham. Lindsay Durr. Kristen Renfeld. Paige Erin Lampton. Courtney Brianne Bauer. Kristen Michelle Terry. Callie Nicole Bishop. Kendra Beth Quick. Aaron Raymond Amaral. Jeff Jacob Hastert. Emily Jane Hoffman. Taylor Renee Hammond. Dakota Mendenhall. Jenny Willis. Madeline Marie Kettle. Danielle Jill Crawford. Laura Christine Gamblin. Megan Renee Westhoff. Becca Jane Hossel. Caitlin Nicole Price. Dwayne Joseph Doherty. Alan William Reed. Derica Dusty Lawrence. Laura Ann Fry. Cody Matthew Baldridge. Daniel Joseph Larson. Melissa Ann Spengler. Kaylee Marie Williams. Amy Elizabeth Hall. Shelby Lynn Crow. Catherine Renee Davis. Ayla Ann Pepmeyer. Jessica Marie McAllister. Megan Elizabeth Lofgren. Kayla Marie Flick. Catherine Louise Renander. Abigail Claire Hinkey. Brittany Lynn Cheney. Kristen Leanne Lockyer. Ryan Merrill King. William Dean Bates. Michelle Marie Pelzer. Joshua Shane Parrish. Nicholas Matthew Caldrone. Christina Marie Incontro. Mackenzie Dawn Brown. Cassandra Elise Victor. Megan Ann Nicole Peck. Amber Lee Thompson. Shelby K. Wayman. Alicia Francis Blake. Blake Michael Bledsoe. Zachary Luke McNeely. Christina Marie Worsfold. Erica Ann Hatcher. Natalie Jean Bannister. Shelby Lee Culver. Laura Rose Hars. Allie Jo Varner. Samantha Lane Mace. Emily Lauren Foff. Ashley Marie Gatch. Melissa Lee Michelle Joyce. Jennifer Claire Fitchner. Ryan Lawrence Benjamin. Justin Timothy Hicks. Nicole M. Sloan. Amanda Ann Prenger. Austin Mitchell Anderson. Ryan Joseph Culver. Kayla Marie Atherton. Lakin Kennewick. Victoria Ann Wilkie. Carissa Marie Tverdi. Jordan Allen Coe. Daniel Paul Wilkinson. Erica Lee Hansen. Monica Lynn Hashman. Jessica Ray Jimenez. Marissa Marie Maloney. Kara Michelle Bramhall. Michelle May Sneed. Mandy Sue Ritchie. Kristen Michelle Seibert. Samantha Jean Ray. Savannah Michelle Fry. Justin Lee Joyner. Tyler Wayne Bosley. Jared Michael Bullock. Justin Tyler Duffy. Derek Lee Roberts. Jeremy Christian Tate. Lucas Robert Lancaster. Robert Joseph Stow. Joel Wayne Lincoln. Kyla Jo Kirksey. Catherine Gale Bennett. Mary Kathleen Smith. Velma Joanne Sayer Ritchie. Justin Michael McClellan. Timothy Nicholas Talumka. Lissay Rochelle Killo. Jessica Louise Despain. Tanisha Nicole Shelby. Stephanie Ann Ague. Jamie Isley. Catherine Renee Jeffers. Melissa A. Sandusky Yuri. Hannah Beth Rowland. Heather Sherry Buckendall. Jarrett Leland Smith. William J. Quinn. Matthew Jordan Hummel. Emily Joan English. Nicholas Aaron Bond. Tammy Marie Iberger. Minka Ashley Foster. Elizabeth Jean Titus. Ebony Monique Osby. Andrew Benjamin Chamberlain. Richard Dwayne Sommerfeld. Maggie Lynn Robinson. Jamie Lee Rouse. Whitney Lynn Barilich. Kelsey Lynn Peters. Lacey Nanette Mings. Taylor Marie Stanton. Stormy Renee Peterson. Maria Ann Brott. Carolyn Ruth Kozel. Rosalind Marie Teal. Jamie Elise DeYoung. Kelly Nicole May Baker. Ashley Nicole Brixey. Shelby Lynn Ferris. Brianna Christine Bridges Evans. Faith Marie Barton. Emily A. Stark. Danielle Lee Morse. Taylor Ann Askin. John C. Ty. Cindy Elizabeth Haddock. Hannah Elizabeth Brennicke.
We will pause just for a moment while our degree candidates finish getting their picture taken and return to their seats. Would the candidates for bachelor's degree please stand? By the authority vested in me by the State of Missouri and the Board of Regents, I confer upon you, subject to completion of all requirements as certified by our registrar, the bachelor's degree, and admit you to the fellowship of educated men and women with all its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate these new graduates as they move their tassels. Good job, guys. Look at that. Got a standing ovation here. It's pretty good. All right, yeah. Thank you. You talk about service, and you can talk about Lieutenant Colonel Shea Howard. He's just awesome, and he's the Army ROTC Pony Express Battalion Commander, and he'll be conducting the commissioning of our ROTC cadets this afternoon. Please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Howard.
Thank you, sir. And I really do appreciate having the opportunity to be here today to be a part of this ceremony. But first, I'd just like to say thanks. Not only do you here at Northwest talk about and teach leadership principles and values and ethics, but you also live it. And of all the programs, this is probably the easiest to teach and hone leadership skills because you live it every day, and they have a great example to see every day. And it starts with you, filters through your administrator and faculty, and I just want to say thank you. So congratulations to all the Bearcats on your magnificent achievement here today. It's no doubt that you have committed yourself to an objective worth spending the countless hours and energy to posture yourself for the opportunities in the future. So in addition to those academic requirements required to receive an academic degree, the ROTC students spend countless hours developing their leadership skills to serve their country and their community. So each year, less than 1% of college graduates nationwide meet the stringent requirements to receive an appointment as a commissioned officer in the United States Army. Upon receiving their commissions, these young officers will be charged with leading and managing the nation's most precious resources, its sons and daughters. And today at Northwest, we're privileged to have two of these future officers. I will administer the oath of office to your fellow graduates, Mr. Benjamin Dean and Taylor Overmiller. Benjamin has always been at the top of his class, probably since his junior high years, so it's not surprising that he earned the title of Distinguished Military Graduate. It's an honor only bestowed upon those in the top 10% in the nation. And he's also earned top honors here in the geology department. So it was a logical decision that we made him the company commander here at Northwest. He was actually the guy in charge of the program up here. To his left, Taylor, he's already a veteran of the military, and he served right here in Maryville in the local National Guard Armory. He's also a cross-country and track athlete who's earned multiple honors here at Northwest. This is a extremely impressive when you think about the time dedicated to become an athlete, an ROTC student, and then earning an undergraduate degree with such high, rigorous academic discipline. He is a resilient leader with tremendous potential. So at this time, I would like to invite all the current, retired veterans, former military to stand and witness as these new officers are sworn into duty. You ready? Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Hey, Bearcats, please help me welcome the two newest officers of the United States Army.
Every day is a great day to be a Bearcat. We'll follow that up with somebody with tremendous energy, the original Bobby Bearcat, Vinny Vaccaro, 1973 graduate. Please, let's give him a big Bearcat welcome as he talks to you about being in the Northwest Alumni Association. Vinny?
Go Bearcats! All right. In this celebration today of family, before I get started with my remarks, I'd like to take a moment to have a little remembrance of two of my former colleagues and former professors here at Northwest Missouri State, Dr. Gus Risher and Dr. Patrick Wynn. Gentlemen, because you are teachers, because you taught, the students will continue your legacy forever. God bless you. I think we got a special guest someplace too, somewhere coming up. President Jasinski, board members, faculty, distinguished guests, alumni, and graduates. Who's this? A distinguished graduate. As the very first Bobby Bearcat, I want all of you to meet my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson. Right here. All right. We do it all here at Northwest, I'll tell you. I am Vinny Vaccaro, and I'm a 1973 graduate of Northwest Missouri, and I'm here to welcome you to the alumni family. An indication that anything can go well for you if you decide that's going to happen is that I have two fraternity brothers that are sitting on stage with me today, Mark Hargens and Joe Bossi. And we had a time machine and we were able to go back in time, sitting in the Phi Sig House. If our brothers would have bet that the three of us would have been on stage doing this, representing the university, we could have won a lot of money. But I'm proud of them, and it goes to show you that what you've got on your Board of Regents here and leading this university are people that understand being students, and they are indicative of the Board of Regents that we have right now. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all you do. Life is a series of journeys. When one ends, another begins. Many of us started our journey as freshmen. This journey ends today, and a new one begins. Whether our journey was good or bad, we as humans can leave the last journey richer. And in that journey today, I want to point out a couple of special people that are here today talking about family. Another colleague of mine, a man that was very instrumental in my stay here and my tenure on the administrative staff at Northwest Missouri State, Mr. Robert Henry and his wife, Carolyn, are celebrating the graduation of their grandson, Robert. Juice, where are you? Wait, turn around and wave to Grandma and Grandpa. Tell them hi. Tell them hi. Bob, Carolyn, be proud, enjoy. Part of the family. You'll hear in my speech today that many of us in my family graduated from here. And I'm proud of that. I was the first in my family to graduate from here. And today, I have a nephew graduating. And quite candidly, this young man has fought a myriad of things to make it here, as many of you probably have. The odds of him graduating were just astronomical. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in that the obstacles that he overcame, including cancer, to get where he is today is something that can't go unnoticed. And I want him to know, from a Bearcat standpoint, I welcome him to the Bearcat alumni family. Tyler Bosley, would you stand up, Tyler? Where are you, buddy? I love you, I'm proud of you, and I think it's awesome what you've accomplished along with a lot of the other people that are here. Today, as many of you start a new journey, you are leaving with the riches of the one that you have just ended. You have riches of new friends, gained experiences, memories, knowledge, victories and defeats with teammates, fiancés, husbands, wives, maybe even children. And most importantly, while you were here, you got a great education. No question about it. Some of you are more connected to Northwest than others, depending on your commitment and involvement during your stay at Northwest. It does not end here, I promise you. Personally, I, like so many of you, love Northwest Missouri State. I've had an ongoing love affair with this university since I came here as a freshman. I've loved this thing, this university, this campus, this aura that's here since the first day I walked on this campus as a senior in high school. I can't explain it, and for you to go out of here and trying to explain to somebody what Bearcat family is, it's tough to do. They've got to experience it. And those of you that are sitting out there in your caps and gowns today, you know what I'm talking about. And that love, that devotion, has only grown stronger for me as time has moved on. Just like you, I had my journey, but in many ways, I was fortunate enough to be in the right place at the right time, so I got the privilege of being a pioneer of sorts. While sitting in the Bearcat Den, I was approached by the Bearcat cheerleaders to do something never done before in the history of this institution. I listened, I laughed at them, said okay, and soon I was the very first Bobby Bearcat. Over 40 years later, I'm still proud of that, and I'm proud of what these young men and women do on the cheerleading squad today. As a broadcast major, I was the first student voice ever to broadcast a radio show from the brand new KXCV-FM, 100,000 watt FM radio station, and we did, "Good morning, Maryville. Welcome to Alive and Living." You had to use that voice at that time. It was kind of like a Regis and Kathy thing. We did recipes, and it was a lot of fun. I got to MC 3 homecoming variety shows. I never got kicked out of school. We had fun with some of those people, though. We also had a great time. When Dr. R.P. Foster made the announcement that Northwest Missouri State College was no longer going to be Northwest Missouri State College, but Northwest Missouri State University, I was fortunate enough that he was able to do that on my radio show in the morning, and I got to interview him afterwards. I was the first one in my family ever to graduate from college. Since then, 12 more have earned their degrees, 3 with masters, and 1, Tyler, will receive his today, making the number 13. Number 14 is a sophomore waiting in the wings as a Bearcat football player, and hopefully we'll be able to see him graduate also. But our family in Bearcats pales to the likes of families with the names like Doral and Zex and O'Reilly and Shebers and Wilmuses, just to name a few. Families that have continued to be what we are, Northwest Missouri State Bearcats. It's called family, it's called tradition, and we're all proud of it. I met my wife for 40 years here. I established lasting friendships that still exist today. I was honored with a Northwest Turret Award for an alumni. I hope that I'll get a chance to see some of you at those award banquets for what you come back and do for this institution, and payment for what it's done for you. All 3 children in my family graduated from here. Bottom line, I'm no different than you are. I'm just like you. I'm a Bearcat, and I'm proud of it. Today, on behalf of the Northwest Alumni Association and your new Bearcat family, I want to welcome all of you to the fold. Never, ever forget where you came from. Never forget how you got here. Never forget the people that taught you. Never forget the laughter, and certainly never forget the tears. Never forget why you're a Bearcat. As I end this alumni welcome today, I want all of you to really understand Bearcat family and Bearcat Nation and Bearcat tradition and what it's about, and get a visual of what it's about. I want you to see it for yourselves. Graduates and those in the audience, if you were the first graduate from your immediate family to graduate from this institution, please stand. If you're the first graduate from your family to graduate from this institution, whether you're in the audience or in the graduating class, please stand up. If you had a brother or a sister, stay standing. If you have a brother or a sister that graduated from this institution, please stand up. If you had a mom or a dad, and this goes for the people on stage too, by the way, if you had a mom or a dad that attended or graduated from this institution, please stand up. If you had an aunt or an uncle that attended or graduated from this institution, please stand up. If you had a cousin that graduated or attended this institution, please stand up. All right, everybody, look around. That's what tradition is about, and that's Bearcat family. Never forget our forefathers set forth with cries, and we have a cry of our own. John F. Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." Give me liberty or give me death. I have not yet begun to fight. Remember the Alamo. In our world, our cry, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, will always be, and people, as loud as you can. I want people 30 miles south down the road to hear this. Are we ready? Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Thank you. God bless you and good luck.
Bobby, thank you. Vinny Vaccaro bleeds green. He is a Bearcat. His family, bunch of Bearcats there, but he's right. He welcomes you to the Northwest Alumni Association, and we ask you to be engaged in that association as well. Gina Bradley, are you in the house somewhere? I don't know where Gina's at. Is she around? Oh, come here. Come here. Gina Bradley's our commencement coordinator. Her and her team do an awesome job. Give Gina some credit. Thank you, Gina. Please allow me to take a moment to thank our color guard musicians, faculty marshals, honor marshal, our banner carriers, and our MC, Miss Amanda Pettifish-Schrag, for their participation in making this a special ceremony for you today. Thank you, Amanda. Thanks, Bill. Thank you. Graduates, you have turned your tassels and received your diplomas. You are now proud Northwest alumni, members of the Green and White family, which is more than 70,000 members strong. You are part of a cherished and unbelievably supportive Northwest network, and it celebrates Northwest's long tradition of excellence. Use your network. Stay in touch. Let us know how you're doing, and reach out to fellow Bearcats. Your diploma is testament to your decision to live and work as an educated person. Our society needs you now more than ever. On behalf of my wife, Denise, along with all of us at Northwest Missouri State University, let me say how proud we are of you as Bearcats. Go forth. Make Northwest proud as you contribute to the societal good. Go lead the Bearcat way. Congratulations.
Our commencement ceremony will conclude with singing the first verse of the Northwest Alma Mater. The words are printed on the back of your program and can be viewed on the screens at the front of the arena. Graduates, please return your caps and gowns to Martindale Hall, room 101. Guests, you are invited to visit the Northwest Alumni Association table on the lower level for light refreshments. Graduates may also pick up their complimentary Northwest Alumni Association gift. Please allow the platform party, faculty, and graduates to recess and then follow. Congratulations to our graduates, and thank you, guests, for coming today. Please stand. Join in singing the Northwest Alma Mater.
Let your voices loudly ringing echo far and near. Songs of praise thy children singing to thy memory dear. Alma mater, alma mater, tender, fair, and true, grateful ones with love unfailing, all their vows renewed.
Amen.